Hey, Scott Russell, a bit of an encouragement for the businessmen today, or business people. I was talking to a friend today and telling me about a lot of businessmen that he's in contact with and how they're going through it. And a lot of these men are massively in debt, can't make their payments, in a lot of trouble. One guy, his answer to that is to try to get more debt, and so he's trying his hardest to get debt. And pardon me, because got to go forwards when you don't know what to do, right? And what his observation was, as we were talking about the numerous businessmen that we have contact with on these sort of things, and he's saying so many of them are they're small businessmen. He's largely involved in building industry. And anyway, he was saying, they're all struggling. And he says, and they're all, instead of stepping back, reevaluating life, seeing what else they can do, they are, he said, in his words, really, they're falling into victim thinking. He said, and they're going to the banks won't give them money that they want, and so it's the bank's fault. And then they're looking for how they can wiggle and manipulate and deceive and cheat to get to where they want to go, and that's not happening. And so they're really struggling. And I think it's the word of encouragement here, guys, is things are changing. I travel up and down the east coast of Australia. I fly down every second weekend from one end of Australia to the other. I drive often up and down as well. I fly down, drive back, whatever I feel like doing. But so I have a lot of exposure to the east coast. I've got to say, Canberra is in the capital city of Australia. It's like our Washington DC for our foreign friends. Is collapsing. The building industry there is collapsed or collapsing. Some of the big ones are still there, but a lot of the smaller guys, kitchen guys, small kind of contractors, medium-sized contractors, collapsing. They are not able to make ends meet. They're on, and this man, I know people involved down there, and there's a lot of pressure going on, a lot of pressure. And as you come up the coast, and I'm up the top, far north at the moment, one of the furthest cities north in Townsville. And up here, the people are sort of like, well, things aren't that bad. And, there are little bits of hiccups, but not so bad. But as you come up the coast of Australia, you can see it starting to spread like a cancer. And, places like the Gold Coast, probably to some are in a boom. And we would do well to heed the warnings in business. What the government is doing is they are starting with Canberra, which is turning into a 15-minute city. They are trying to change everything and manipulate everything to make it a 15-minute city. And that involves killing the building industry, because every socialist country, every socialist state kills private industry. And so as the state of the ACT or Canberra is becoming more and more socialist, it is killing private industry. And I have a lot of contact with a lot of different businesses in Canberra, not just the building industry, and killing businesses there. The warning is going out here, folks. It will spread up the coast. Don't think you're isolated from that because things are good now. Heed the warning. Start making changes. Get yourself out. You can go either way. You can start feeling sorry for yourself as man and think, I don't deserve this, and these rotten banks aren't helping me, and people aren't paying me, and all these sort of things. Well, you pick up and you say, you know what? I take responsibility for my life. I take responsibility for who I am. And even if I'm getting defecated on, I am going to win. I am going to succeed. I'm going to pick up and I'm going to mutate, change, and be what I need to be to get to where I need to get to, and to protect those around me that love me. And I tell you, it's a time to start to be creative. And you might have been locked into one way of making a living. Start to get creative now. You can do it. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Start to be creative. Start to look at the things that you can do. And as you get creative, it will pull in what you need. Yes, there's going to be some changes to your way of life maybe. Yes, maybe you're going to have to see people around your life. Again, I say it. You might be with all the wrong people in all the wrong places, doing all the wrong things, and you're going to have to make some hard decisions to move forward with your life. Or you're going to fry where you are. Make the decisions. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. Make the decision and start taking those steps, and you'll see the people that matter and the people that care for you will be there to support you in everything that you're doing. So men, don't collapse. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Yep, if she loves you, she'll still be there. If your kids love you, they'll come back. and I'm talking what I've earned the right to talk about on this. And keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. You are the answer. The answer's there for you. For me, it's my spirituality. As I turn to God, I learned that love is not what I do, it's who I am. Who He is. As He loves me, everything that He loves, when I rest in that, I relax in that, I enjoy life, it creates. It creates and it pulls in things that are absolutely amazing. And I wish I could share some of those things on here, but it's not the time or the place. But absolutely amazing things pulled in as you rest in that, in saying, God, you love me, don't you? I'm going to rest in love. That even when I'm imperfect, even when I've failed, even when I'm of no good to anybody, you love me. You care for me, and you will take care of me. Now that might mean you lose some things around your life, but you'll gain other things. What's the Bible say? What's it profit a man if he gains the whole world and forfeits his own soul? Don't forfeit your soul. It's a great invitation to walk in fullness of life, to walk in what's there for you, and to get the right people there. When those right people come, everything will be built around you. And that comes in stages. For me, it's patience, right? I mean, I wait. I believe there's people, there's things, there's places that are going to be in my life. And when that right person comes, you discover it together. And that's the joy of love. You start to look and say, what are we going to do together? And when you've got that person that's actually in you, with you in love, it creates. Anything's possible. Anything's possible. If they're demanding from you, then it's going to fail. But if they're coming and saying, I love your spirit, I don't understand all of you, and that's the beauty of it, but I know that I'm supposed to be with you, then when you come together in that, it brings about creative flow. Love is the most powerful creative force known to man. If you have needs, man and woman, if you have needs and you have desires, money follows gifts. Gifts don't follow money. If you're gifted, you don't even know what you're gifted in. Everybody else does. Because if it's who you are, you don't know what you are. What you tell me you're gifted in, you're probably not. But, I'm a gifted businessman. I'm a gifted entrepreneur. No, you're not. It's what you want to be. But if I ask everybody else, what is he gifted in? Or what's she gifted in? They'll say, oh, that person's really... That's probably what you're gifted in. Get those right people around your life. You wait. For me, I wait. I had a beautiful soul say to me once, be the best version of you while you wait. So I be the best version of me. I prepare. I allow myself to be changed. I face the hard things in my life, the hard realities, the hard things that I want to pretend are not there. And I start to let them be changed and flushed out of my life with love. I say, God, take it. Help me to walk this. Help me to walk in the fullness of peace. Because as things come unwrapped, you don't have to come unwrapped when you know who you are, when you know what you're walking, and you walk in that fullness of strength. Friend, you can do it. You can do it. You're doing it. You're here. Yep, you're going to get some changes. Yep, you might lose some things, but don't lose your own soul. Don't lose who you are. Don't get lost in the crowd. Use this as a time to draw aside and say, God, I know you love me. Help me to walk what really matters. What really matters. It's not my car, my house, my job. It's who I am. And when you're walking in who you are, those of like spirit will come. For me, that right woman that I wait for, I believe she's there, will just, when it's right, it gets pulled in. Love just happens. And you enjoy the journey. So it's the patience that's pretty hard. But you know what? Everyone needs their journey. She needs her journey. As she's walking her journey, I need my journey as I'm walking my journey. At the right time, we come together and we create. She brings out my better than best and I bring out her better than best. Live your better than best. God bless you.